And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
I'm sure if you've ever driven a car, you're familiar with the concept of the backseat driver, that most hated creature who tries to tell the driver what to do, look out here, brake there, stop for that light. Very, very annoying. So why not take that concept and make it into a game? And so we have Backseat Drawing, and to go with it, Backseat Drawing Junior. I'm going to talk about both these games because they're essentially the same. There's a few differences between them, but they're both involving one player telling another player what to do. Here you can see the contents of both of the games, and you see they're fairly identical. You have some erasers and some markers with two portable whiteboards and then a box that has cards in it. Now basically the way the game works is very similar to a popular game that people know as Pictionary. In Pictionary, one person draws a picture and everyone else is trying to guess what that picture is, and you say, oh, and everyone says, hat. Okay, now that's a very simple thing, and Pictionary has suffered because of that, in the sense that you can really only give people simple things, or else ask people to be very artistic. Here, though, it has nothing to do with the drawer. They have nothing to do with what they're doing. Instead, players are split into two teams. Now, each team has one director and one drawer, and both those positions will rotate around. The directors will take this container here, they'll pull a card from the front and into the back, and then they'll look at it. What are they supposed to draw? They're supposed to draw a cow. So they then will tell the other player what to draw. So they cannot use hand motions, they cannot point, and they can only say things like draw a line, or draw a circle next to the line, or draw a wavy line, or go 2 inches that way, or draw an arrow at the circle. There's certain things they can say. Now, this actually doesn't look anything like a cow, but I'm just giving examples of what you can say. You can't say, draw a C, draw an O, draw a W. But if you said draw a square, then draw a C connected to that, that would be legal, although you couldn't say draw a handle. See, when you're telling the person to draw, you're not trying to give them a clue of what it is. If you're drawing a cat, you can't say draw an oval, now draw a tail on that oval, because that would be giving a clue to what you're trying to draw. You can't say the words, but other than that, as long as you stick with basic shapes, and in the youngster game, the junior game, it's even more forgiving. And the first person to guess whatever it is the winner, or gets a point for their team. In fact, the junior board has a place there to keep track of the points so you can see who wins. The junior game also has a variation, or actually it's the original game, in which one person draws and everyone else tries to guess, and whoever guesses it first gets 1 point, and then you use the other board to keep score. There's a few other details about what you can or cannot say, but really what you can or cannot say is going to come down to what the person themselves allows in the game. Look at a couple examples of the game.
Circle. And then in the middle draw a C. No, in the middle of it. In the middle of it.
90 degrees.
No, in the middle of the circle. What?
No.
Nose.
No, put a ear. Put a circle around, through the circle.
Close the
Planet.
The line over the
No. Equator. From the right
like
to the
switch
left
the
of the
speed.
circle.
Ring.
Put a line.
long C that on the right.
Okay.
Connect it to a small
Face, nose.
end to end.
Wavy lines on top of it. Wavy lines? No,
Do it. No.
Steam.
fire.
Bathtub.
Draw two parallel C. Draw two parallel C.
We go. This.
Draw.
Parallel. Parallel. She's not drawing it. Parallel.
This.
Draw M. Yeah.
Long C.
And then
long
draw I.
Something else.
Bathtub.
What the?
Sauna.
Just draw.
No, it's not. Mountain. No, draw line. Line break. Arrow.
Draw more.
Yeah, no, the new picture. What the heck is that? A box? Cool stuff.
Okay, draw.
Okay, draw a line. And then on the other side.
Draw. See, you do that, you're not playing.
Wait.
Draw.
Parallel.
Draw. Just
Yeah,
draw
parallel.
another.
No, longer. Oh, wait. That one to that one.
Lots of it. Stick together. Stick it together.
Cross leg. And then, I know it's too big.
Stop. And draw.
What's that look like?
Big, draw goes
And then
on.
connect
Big
this.
C.
Yeah, connect
Big C under all of
No,
it.
and then.
No, not there.
And then draw.
On the left. On the left.
There. Little rectangle.
Big C.
At the top.
Covering all of it.
Little ones.
No.
Teeny little
Not
ones.
C covering.
No, you just said
Covering the bottom. Only covering the bottom.
No. You just said covering the left.
No.
Now you're saying.
Now, it might be obvious from those clips how much kids enjoyed the game, and in fact, this is such a hit with my middle school, high school board game clubs. The kids just love this game. Adults don't have the exact same reaction. I've met some who've enjoyed the game, but some of them are very annoyed at it because they just have a difficult time communicating. I suppose this game is an excellent tool to show communication, to teach communication, and for that matter, I would really push towards using this with children and with adults. Now, one thing I didn't mention was the children cards themselves. Instead of giving you a word of what you're supposed to be drawing, they give you a picture. And you can tell people to draw that picture, or you can basically tell them to draw your own picture. But this makes it easier for the younger kids. Each set has a easy side and a difficult side. For example, with the juniors, the easy side has tree and stop sign and mailbox and cheek. The hard side is train, sword, shorts, and whiskers. With the adult side, the easy side is cow, rainbow, bus, mouse. The hard side is sandwich, butter, pearl, lipstick. There's a lot of cards included with both sets, and so it's pretty simple to play. The art of drawing, the communication, you're going to be frustrated sometimes with your teammates' ability, and there might be some arguments. And like I said, with an adult, it's going to be a toss-up. Some people are going to like this communication. Other people are going to dislike it. Kids, it seems, across the board like it. And they yell at each other, I can't believe you told me to draw it this way, and they get right back in and play again. One problem the game has, as Pictionary always has, and that's someone on one team watching the picture on the other team, or hearing something, a guess that someone else on the other team guesses, and it suddenly registers what their own person is drawing. I don't really know any way to get rid of that other than telling people, don't look at the other person's picture, but that still does happen from time to time. Still, a lot of fun, an excellent idea, definitely for high school students.
Thanks for joining us today. For more written, audio, and video reviews, as well as the #1 board game podcast, check out the website at www.thedicetower.com. Until then, this is Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.